Hey guys, welcome to this video. All of my favorite things that I have ever crocheted or sewn. This video is my absolute favorite to binge other creators' versions of because it's the best of the best that you've made, and people's favorites are usually a really strong reflection of their own style, their own personality. So I hope that you maybe learn a bit more about me through this process, but it's also been amazing for me to bring out things that I've made, get re-inspired to wear them, and honestly just find that excitement again for each of these pieces because they all took a lot of hours to make. So if you haven't been here before, my name is Brie. I make crochet, sewing, and knit content here on YouTube, as well as a little bit of new motherhood, as that is a current part of my life. That's a big part of my life. Yeah, so if that sounds like something you would like to watch frequently, please subscribe below. And yeah, let's get into the video. All right, so a little bit about me is I started crocheting post-COVID. I had done like a very small amount of knitting in my childhood as well as some sewing. Like I tried to start a few like ballet skirt businesses and things like that. But my passion for making things was definitely reignited by crochet, and it was one of the hobbies that actually like stuck. Normally I'm like interested in something for maybe like a few months, I'll get it out of my system, I'll move on, but not with crochet. So most of these are crochet. So I'll start with that category and then move on to sewing, which recently has been my absolute favorite thing to make. I don't have a favorite yet in knitwear, purely, I made a scarf, it was pretty cool, but purely because I'm newer at that being a skill. So I'm very much a beginner to intermediate knitter, and I'm working on the Holger sweater for my little son to practice making jumpers. But yeah, don't expect anything in the knit category just yet. TBC. I have a whole lot of in my head that I'm like, when I make that, that will be my favorite thing, but I haven't actually made it yet. So let's get into the crochet category. I put my little lapel mic because I'm legit. This one is a baby blanket that I made for my son while he was in my belly, and it's very fun. It's made out of a bunch of different cotton, like really nice, expensive cotton yarns. And to be honest, I feel like I should have followed a pattern with some of these squares a little bit better than I did because it's a little bit distorted shape-wise. I don't know if you can see that, but it is really fun. I really did want to go for like a bit modern take on a bit of a modern take on a granny square baby blanket. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. It is fun. It was in his pram when he was first born, and now it just sits in his room. But this is one that is sentimental and also like really practical with a baby. Yeah, so that is my baby blanket. On the same train of baby things, this one, I need to sew the buttons on. I got him some little cute clay buttons, but this is a little hexy top, but for a baby, and this is how I told his dad that I was pregnant. So yeah, it is very cute, sentimental, but also like it took only a few hours to make. It is pretty much just op shop yarn mismatch, so it's a little bit itchy because it's like random wool. But I love this. It's very cute. He's worn it once because by the time he's fit this jumper, it's been like really, really hot here. So this one he hasn't really worn, and I do need to sew the buttons on, but I love it. It's so cute. Anything mini is obviously adorable. Alright, so this one is a bit of a throwback to when I first started. I decided to make a giant hexie top for my husband. So the little baby one's kind of like the matching version of this, and I know I shouldn't be hanging these, but it is hanging. But this one is giant. It's really, really soft cotton, and I just love it. He hasn't worn it that much because it just hangs in my craft room, but I love it, and I feel like I should wear it too. But great top, super easy. I loved making the collar, and the collar I'm so proud of because I made myself like a green and beige one, but it was a little bit more cropped, a little smaller than this. And I love how oversized, as well as this like shaping, the extension down the bottom, like that little extra stripe. Beautiful. I love it so much. So I will hang these back up. Otherwise I'll just have a very messy room once I'm done. Another one that I really love is this green granny square top. Again, I was pregnant and I just wanted to crochet. I didn't want to think about what I was doing, so I just made a bunch of granny squares, and it turned into this really cute top. It is a bamboo bamboo cotton blend, I think the yarn from Lincraft, which is actually a really, really nice type of yarn. I hadn't used it before and was so impressed. So that's a really great option for a cheaper version of a great yarn. I love it. It's a bit mismatched. You'll see a lot of my work has like ends poking out because I actually do wear them and I don't know how to perfectly attach those ends to my work, but I love this top. It's very cute. It was great during Christmas time. All right. The next two are kind of in the same category of snow hood things. So this is a balaclava I made for my husband when we went to the snow. It is just a chunky, not even that chunky, I think it was 8-ply yarn just from Spotlight, and it was super easy to make, super easy to sew together. I love quick, easy projects that are just really like aesthetic and nice to look at, obviously. Like it ticks every box in being quick, easy, cute. Yeah, so I love this one. Just sits in here so I can admire my work. But yeah, it's a great, great project. The next one I made for myself out of a cotton yarn, which is sad because it wasn't actually warm, but it's just a hooded scarf and I love it. That's it. It was a great project. I wish I had have done all of the granny squares the same with the black and white, but I just love the look of it so much. I love a black and white granny square, and yeah, to me this is just gorgeous. I still feel like I need to take it apart and turn it into something else because of what it is, what it's made of. Ratio is a bit wrong for it being for cold places, but I'll be so sad if I have to do that because I do love it so much. Next one, if you've been following me at all, you know I love a good bucket hat. So this bucket hat has been my favorite. It's also made out of that Lincraft bamboo cotton blend yarn. And I used some fabric stiffener to make the brim a little bit more sturdy. And I love it so much. It's really cute. It's kind of in my favorite colors, so I wear it a lot more than all my other hats. And yeah, a bucket hat is just cute. I feel like I love wearing smaller things that I made because if people compliment me, I'm like, oh, I made it, but it's not like a giant jumper. But I will show you a giant jumper in a second that I am deeply obsessed with. But yeah, that's my little bucket hat. Pattern is on my website if you would like to download that. I will be uploading that to Ravelry at some point. The next two in the crochet category are accessories. This one I need to put fabric stiffener on because it would be so much more cute if it was a little bit sturdier. But I love this bag. I made a leather strap with leather from the fabric store, and it is, from memory, I think the yarn was Lincraft as well, except the beige was op shop. It's just a giant ball of like old school crochet doily yarn, which is great. But again, Granny Square City over here. I love this so much. It's really cute, really simple, and I've also lined it with a linen. So I just feel like when you use materials that you really love, it just makes the product so much more enjoyable to use and like have, versus some things I've made I haven't loved the material and I regret it because I'm like, you spend so much time on it. If you made it out of something different, you actually would have worn it. Second last thing in this category is this pillow I just made. I am obsessed with it. The pattern for the granny square was by Ava P, so it's just her Scooty granny square pattern, and the other side's a little bit different, but this is my favorite side. And I just used up yarn that I had from previous projects. So I made a whole bunch of bucket hats to sell. And then I had like a moderate amount of this yarn left. So I was like, I will use it. I love the palette, and I added the frill, which I definitely overthought whether I should add it or not, but I do not regret it. It sits in our bed. It just looks really cute. And I'm so passionate about making stuff. And when you have something on your bed that you love and you see all the time, it is so, so satisfying. So highly recommend. Make yourself a nice little accessory pillow for your bed. It's the only one there, so it's like, stands out. It's really cute. Love. The final thing is actually behind you. Need to get it. Oh no, here comes the sneezes. The dust. All right, this one is the pièce de résistance of my crochet career. It is pretty much just a multi-stitch jumper. It was inspired by Layla. I'm trying to remember her name, but she's on TikTok, and she made quite a similar one. And then I just added my own little spin on it by adding like a little tapestry L for my husband's name, bit of a lame one, but cute. And yeah, it took a very long time, but it used up a whole lot of yarn, and I will put it on because why not? It's gorgeous. So this is the jumper. It is absolutely worth the hours and hours that I put into it. I think it looks just so good with like some shorts, some jeans. I think the part of the style I love the most is that it is like drop shoulder and a bit of a, what's this called? Higher collar, crew neck, maybe not a crew neck, mock neck. I think that's the right word. Just things I feel really comfortable in, and because it's mostly in cotton, it's not itchy around here. If I have a high neck with knit in a wool, it makes me itchy, makes me sneezy, but this one, it's just perfect for me, and I love it so much. So yeah, this was free-handed. I do not have a pattern. I've had lots of people ask me. I think she was coming out with a pattern. I haven't actually seen it on my algorithm. I know I follow her, but I will find her and tag her. Yeah, this is the last one. Actually, no. The last one is what I've been wearing this whole time. Give me a sec. My last favorite thing is this beautiful vest. I made this postpartum, and I had so much time sitting on the couch recovering from birth and a sleepy baby, and it was amazing. I just made this, and I wear it all the time. It was like $6 of op shop yarn, and yeah, it took a while, but I had a while, so we love it. It's great. It's versatile. It just, with all of these that are my favorites, ticks all the boxes that I love. So yes, that is the crochet category. Moving on to sewing. Let's start with something really cute. So these are pants that I made for my son, and they took, I don't know, half an hour, 20 minutes to make each, and they are adorable. They are so, so cute. Just little oversized straight leg pants, and I have a matching pair of these pajama pants. They're just adorable. They look so cute with the oversized shirt, and I mean, there's not much more to say. They don't require a pattern because you just base it off pants they already have, and I can just keep making these pretty much forever because if I make something for myself, the leftover fabric, I make him something. It's genius. It's great. I did have to sneak into his room while he was having a nap to get these, so you're welcome so you can see them. But oops. But you'll see later I show you a dress that matches these pants. Yeah, so they are so cute. This pile is growing. All right, this one is a swim style pattern. It is absolutely gorgeous. It comes with a skirt, and unfortunately I think I did a squat or a kick or something in the skirt and slightly ripped the sides. But this pattern really, really helped me get into some finer details of sewing. Like there was a lot of technique stuff that I hadn't done before, like gathering on the shoulders, and the pattern like gently walked me through it so nicely. It wasn't overwhelming. It was just a really lovely pattern to follow. Yeah, so if you are after a complicated looking top that isn't that complicated when you like break it all down, this is the one. It is, I believe, the Andy set by Swim Style Patterns, and it's got the skirt and it's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, so I highly recommend this one. I love making it. And then here is my work from the last 2 days of sewing. I have been home and just in absolute sewing mojo momentum. So I made this one based off the Opia dress that y'all know that I adore. And I made it in a size a little bit too big, so I had to alter it in the end to bring the sleeves in slightly. But this is by Rosie's Patterns, and I can't remember the name of the dress. Smoky dress, I think. The alterations I made is I put elastic in the channel, and I didn't cut out 2 pieces for the back. So for both of these, it's just one straight back panel. But I absolutely adore this dress. It is so comfortable to wear. It's hanging a bit funny on the hanger. I'll show you a picture of me in this dress, or a video of me in this dress, and then I'll try this one on. So this is the blue one. It's me just frolicking around, and I think it's just stunning. It's the best like home comfy dress. All right, yes, I am aware it needs to be ironed. I just washed this, but it's got pockets. It's got breastfeeding access, and I made it from a sheet from the op shop, which was $6. So it's actually out of the most gorgeous, soft, thick-ish cotton. And I just feel like a winner because I sewed this. And sometimes I can be a bit like fast and loose with my sewing. I just will make stuff, not always finish the edges, just decide it's fine. For this one, I was like, we are OCDing this dress. We're going to make it beautiful and something that's actually going to last because I finished all the edges. So this is the dress. I feel like a prairie wife slash trad wife when I wear it. And that is the most beautiful feeling in the world. Can't lie. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say about it. This pattern is amazing. I've actually cut it out here. Want to make it in this apricot color, which it's all cut out, ready to go. But that fabric's a little bit thin. So I'm like, did I make a mistake in not just making it a top? Because I do want to make some versions of this long sleeve situation that is cropped. So I can just wear it with jeans and that's like a full outfit, I guess. Yeah. I'm just gonna think really hard now if there's anything I've missed showing you. Probably this one is my other favorite. This one is a recycled tablecloth from the op shop, but the way I've cut it out and sewn it back together, it just works. It looks like it was made to be that way. My inspiration was Bode or Bodie. And yeah, I'll try it on for you. So here is the top. I love the scalloped edges so much. And when you crochet, you kind of have a brand new appreciation for granny style crochet because the hooks and yarn they used back in the day when that was the trendy thing to do are very, very tiny. So I know that this top, like the fabric I made it out of, would have taken someone like hours and hours, like if not hundreds of hours to create. And so I just felt so honestly like honored to turn that work into something that I'm going to wear all the time. And I've got a few other ones that I just use as tablecloths around the house. And I do like grab them and buy them whenever I see them at the op shop because honestly, I know that I am going to love it and not, I don't devalue the work, I guess. I mean, by turning it into something, I also kind of have devalued the work, but I just appreciate it so much. So yeah, this, if you buy it from Bodhi, probably $300+. If you buy it from the op shop, $10, and then a little bit of time, and you've got yourself a cute little crochet doily top. Yeah, so I love it. That's all I can think of at the moment as being my favorites. If I do remember anything else, I'll just have to include it in another video because it's too late now. So that is the end. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. If you do have any video suggestions that you would love to see from me, please let me know. Or if you just want more details on any of the things that I've shown, I would love to share more. See you next time.